G'day, I'm Brad.
สวัสดีค่ะค่ะ
Today we're going to talk to you about health insurance because I finally have some in Thailand.
Yes good for him
So we'll discuss the coverage that I have, also a little bit about the company that I went with and the process, and also talk to you about some extras that we got.
Yes
Yeah, that tar made me get really.
Don't need to be no rich hand. Everyone just needs a hand to hold on to.
We're not trying to sell insurance.
Yes
We're not promoting this policy.
yes
This is just the best for us.
yeah this is the one we pick
And I highly recommend that you do your own research. Don't just watch one video on YouTube and say, wow, that's what I need to do. That's the policy I need to buy.
yeah
Yeah, you need to get your independent advice from several sources.
yes
It brings Tara and I great pleasure to thank our Life Thai sponsors, Les and Z-Man. When I was looking and researching insurance in Thailand, I went online and I tried to search for different companies myself and found it to be a little frustrating, a little complicated.
yes they didn't tell you the all detail
Yeah, it's hard to find any fine print when you're doing your Google search.
Yes.
So we benefit a lot from having a broker come to the
มูล
house.
ค่าพ
this
วก
one
เนี้ย
saving money for when you die I will get this one
มูลค่าเนี่ยมันจะเริ่มจากน้อยไปหามากจนถึงอาจจะมากกว่าเงินที่เราส่ง
Well, actually, Tar benefited because she didn't speak a word of English. So we did actually go through a broker, which I highly recommend that you do, rather than just buying a package online. There are brokers who do speak English, and you also need to go with a licensed, registered broker to save you any headaches down the track when you are claiming.
yes
Yeah, very, very important.
yeah yes
We went with a company called Tokio Marine. It's actually a Japanese company. They've been around a long time. I think they're Japan's second oldest insurance company. They operate worldwide, and I'll put the details on the screen about the company themselves. So I'm quite confident that we've gone with a strong company. The insurance package that we did purchase, it needs to be purchased in line with a life insurance policy.
yes
Yeah. So you need to purchase life insurance initially and then purchase the health insurance package. They won't allow you to purchase the health insurance without the life insurance.
yeah
So if you haven't already seen the life insurance video, I'll put the link in the description, and I highly recommend that you do have a watch of that. It's quite informative and maybe a little bit entertaining. And for anybody who did watch and were concerned about how Tar was going to spend the money, the life insurance money, it's only 150,000 baht.
new TV
Yeah, so there's an update on what she's going to do with my body. So what are you going to do?
donate
She decided that she'll have a ceremony, nidnoi, so a little ceremony, and she'll donate my body for research for students,
so we're gonna find out
and donate my organs for transplant.
that's good
So she'll probably
That's good. yeah good so we can help the people
Yeah.
maybe help the foreigner in Thailand when
Yeah,
you die.
I'm sure Thais will be lining up for flung body parts.
No, not Thai. That's for Thai. So we're gonna research about the Yeah, this detail.
Yeah, the process
Yeah.
that we need to go through you
Yeah.
need to go to any government hospital and fill out the paperwork. But I'm not sure how complicated it becomes given that I'm not a Thai citizen.
Yes, there. Yeah. Okay,
But
sign
yeah,
paperwork.
we'll check that out
Yes.
and see if she can save money to buy the big TV. So I purchased the life insurance and the health insurance, bought them combined because that was a requirement with this company. And we also bought a number of other insurance items. I'll just list them for you now, and then I'll go into greater detail soon. So we have accident insurance, riot and civil commotion insurance.
Civil War.
I'm sure I'll never claim. You need to claim on that in Thailand. There hasn't been a bomb go off for ages.
Who's no?
And we don't live down south, so it's more dangerous down south. There's a hospital benefit. That's like essentially an income.
Yeah.
They pay you.
So you can earn money when you stay in the hospital.
Yeah.
You
So
admit.
so each day that you're actually admitted in the hospital,
Yeah.
they pay you an amount to.
Yeah, so I get the money.
Oh, sorry, they pay Tar an amount. And also the outpatient medicine. Yeah, so just if I visit a clinic and any medication that I need to buy,
Yeah.
I can claim against that.
Yes.
And also insurance for total and permanent disability.
Yes.
Did I mention accident insurance? In case I didn't mention accident insurance, I bought accident insurance as well.
So driving Bangkok is dangerous, so you have to.
It's not just driving in Bangkok, walking across the road in Bangkok is dangerous.
Yeah, so very dangerous. You need that.
So I'll go through the particulars of each of those. So I'll talk about accident insurance and riot and civil commotion insurance together, because although they're two separate insurance policies, they cover essentially the same thing.
Yes.
And both of them, you're covered up to 300,000 baht for in the case of my death. And you'll never guess who the recipient of that will be.
So if you did, I get the money.
Yeah, that's right, baby. If I die from accident, or if I die in a riot or civil commotion, you'll get 300,000.
Okay, good.
Sound reasonable?
Good.
Yeah. Yeah, of course it sounds reasonable to her. She chose that policy. So, and they also pay amounts for if you lose body parts. Yeah.
Case by case.
Yeah. So if you lose a thumb, for instance, you get paid 30,000 baht.
Oh.
Or if you lose both hands or your eyesight, 300,000 baht.
They're gonna get the money.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so there's a whole myriad of things that you'll be covered for under these two policies, and it just depends on the circumstances of the injury.
Yes.
The accident insurance, the total premium, the annual premium I pay on that is 1,800 baht, and on the riot and civil commotion, it's only 375 baht per annum. Yeah, so it's
Not much.
it's pretty cheap. The policy that we purchased was what they call hospital benefit. So each day that I'm a patient in hospital, they will pay me, or they'll pay Tar 1,000 baht per day, and I'm covered for 360. If I'm in hospital for 365 days, they'll pay me 1,000 baht for every day that I'm there.
It's good to earn money.
1,000.
It also covered for ICU, and if you're in ICU, they'll pay you double for a maximum of 9 days. So they'll pay you 2,000 for 9 days.
That's good.
So the total premium for that I'm paying annually is 1,750 baht.
That's okay.
Also purchase outpatient insurance. So essentially that's if you visit a clinic, so you're paying you're covered for the doctor's fees and nurses' fees at the clinic,
Yes.
and also you're covered for any medicine that you purchase. If you buy at the clinic, which they pretty much force you to do if you visit a clinic or you visit a hospital as an outpatient, they pretty much you have to buy the medicine they prescribe for you, and it's more expensive than just going to your village pharmacy. Yeah, it's so much cheaper. So much cheaper for us just walk up the road and buy any medicine that we need, rather than getting it from a clinic. So at this stage I'm covered for up to 1,400 baht per visit. Yeah, so if I go to the clinic once a month, 1,400 I can claim. And the total premium that I'm paying for that annually is 5,440 baht. It's actually a policy I wasn't very excited about buying, but when the broker was here, Tao was saying, you need it. I want you to get everything. I want you to get the best cover. You have to get that.
In case you're sick, I have to go, or diarrhea, I have to go.
Yeah, she was a bit paranoid that my health would deteriorate.
Yeah.
Because I'd had previous issues with food poisoning and etc.
Yes.
But even back in Australia, I hardly ever went to visit the doctor. Only if I needed to get a certificate because I wasn't going to work. That's the only time I would go to visit the doctor. Pretty much I didn't go if I was sick a little bit. Yeah, so a policy that I wasn't excited about buying, and but Ta's happy. Total and permanent disability insurance. I'm covered for a maximum of 500,000. So if I become permanently disabled,
Yes.
yeah, that'll be the payout. It's paid in 2 stages. So if you're disabled up to 180 days, they'll pay you 250,000 baht. But then if your disability extends past that, they'll pay you the second amount of 250,000 baht.
That's good.
Yeah,
okay.
so
Sounds okay.
hopefully that's not going to happen to me. And again, we had to buy some of these insurance items. We had to buy as a package, so you couldn't pick. Say, I want to be covered I want that insurance policy, but I don't want that. You had to buy them together.
Yes. They're gonna sell you like this.
Yeah. So, sometimes you may not want something or feel that you don't need something, but if you want this policy, you have to buy these other 3 policies to go with it. Welcome to Thailand.
Yes.
So the annual premium for the permanent disability insurance is 1,000 baht.
That's good.
Good?
Yeah.
Happy?
Okay, happy.
She's happy, gang mat. So the biggest benefit, I believe, to buying life insurance and health insurance combined is that the company essentially locks you in, the insurance company. So I'm paying the life insurance for 20 years, and they'll cover me for the health insurance for at least that 20 years and longer.
Yes, and the easy to apply about the health insurance to next year.
Yeah, so there can be situations in Thailand with with an insurance company where if you have an illness, a situation, and you need to claim,
Yeah.
the following year when you want to renew your policy, they may exclude that item from your policy, or they may increase the premium
Yes.
to cover you because you've claimed previously.
Yes.
Yeah. So the way that it was explained to us is having the life insurance and the health insurance together, they essentially guarantee that they won't do that sort of thing to you. Also, with insurance in Thailand, if you make a claim within the first 2 years of buying a policy,
Yes.
so
If too much claim, so they can cancel.
yeah, so if you make say you buy a policy this month, and next month you claim for unexpected illness, they quite seriously they could not allow you to be covered for that illness the following year.
Yes.
But if you maintain your policy for 2 years without making claims,
Yeah.
it's by law they can't exclude any items from your policy.
Yes. Yes.
So I'm not saying that if you're sick, like hold off and don't claim anything. Obviously, if you have to make a claim, you have to claim.
Yeah.
But certainly don't make frivolous claims during that 2-year period, because you don't want problems happening in the future.
Yes.
And if you don't make any claims, the law will protect you, so they can't exclude any items from your policy.
Yes.
Now to what you've been waiting for, the actual health insurance.
Yeah.
So, as I said, the company that we went with was Tokio Marine. And for this particular policy, we needed to buy the life insurance
Yeah.
before we actually purchased the health insurance.
Yes.
And I'll run you through a little bit how health insurance works in Thailand, or how the premiums work. They run in 5-year blocks. So, for example, from 46 to 50, during that age group block, you're charged a certain amount, and once you run into the next 5 years, it jumps to a higher premium.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have, as always, I have a lot of spreadsheets here, and what I'll do is I'll overlay them on the screen as we're talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that'll help you see what we're actually talking about. And you'll also notice that the prices for females can be more expensive than males.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess females have more parts that can break down. Maybe they're more fragile creatures. Is that right?
Yes. and the broker says the woman more sick than a man.
Okay.
But the man easy die than the woman.
All right. Yeah. So a woman is more often sick,
Yeah.
but a man dies younger than a lady, a female.
Yes.
Okay. And the options that you can choose, Tokio Marine break it down into the price you pay per room, so that the budget they allow you per room. So it's from 2, 3, 6, all the way up to 15,000 baht per night, per room.
Yeah.
And given that we're on a budget, many of you would be aware, if you're familiar with our channel, you'd be aware that I've retired early without income, without a pension, and Tar goes off to work each day, and she's quite comfortable supporting our family like that.
Yeah.
So we chose to go with the 2,000 baht per night option. So given that I was 50, or I am 50 still, 50 when I took out this policy, my annual premium is 9,287 baht, which I thought was quite reasonable. I'd done research on other companies, other insurance policies, which I'll show you a little bit of information at the end of this video, how I did that research. And some of them were a lot dearer. So I'm covered for a total amount of 1 million baht
Yes.
per year, so per policy, because you need to renew the policy every 12 months.
Yeah.
But if I have a critical illness, like a heart attack or cancer,
Yes.
they cover you up to 2 million, so that they double the coverage for a critical illness.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, so that's awesome. Very, very happy with that.
Don't worry when he heart attack.
Yeah.
So cover 2 million baht.
Yeah. And so I said we chose the 2,000 room, but we didn't just choose it on the fact that we've got no money to spend on a policy. We also did some research on the hospitals in the area.
Yeah.
So a private room in the local government hospital is 1,600 baht
Yes.
per night, which I'd be quite happy with. Like,
Government hospital.
yeah, but I'm in the room by myself, so there's no drama. They also have a VIP option in the government hospital.
Yes, yeah, VIP.
I'm not sure what sort of extras you get for the VIP room.
So you can stay in the VIP because you earn money 1,000
Yeah.
for one night, okay?
So the cost of the VIP room is 3,260,
Yeah.
and my policy covers me for 2,000. But I bought that extra policy where I earn income of 1,000 baht per night. So we can add that into the cost of the room.
Yeah.
So essentially I have 3,000 baht to spend on a room.
Yes.
Yeah. So even if I went with the VIP room, we'd only be out of pocket 260 baht per night, which is nothing really.
Yeah.
If I did choose to go with a private, our local private hospital,
Yep.
it would be 3,700 baht per night for a single room.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you are looking at a similar policy to what I purchased, you'll need to do some research on the hospitals in the area. I recommend that you do some research on the hospitals in your area and find out just how much they charge for their single room, because you want to be in a single room. You don't want to be in a room with 10 other people.
If you want to have friends, I can say that.
So it's the scenario, you're in a room with 10 other people and they all have their Thai visitors and there's a lot of noise. So yeah, you're better off being in a room by yourself. But if you're in the heart of Bangkok and you're wanting a single room, you'll need a lot bigger budget than my 1,600 baht per night.
Yes. Yeah.
Even at a government hospital in the centre of Bangkok, it's going to be more expensive than that.
Yes.
And a private hospital, a lot more expensive. Yeah.
Yeah.
More expensive than the 3,700 that
Yes.
would be paying for our local hospital.
Yes.
Yeah, so you'll need to do, as I said, if you're interested in a policy similar to this, you'll need to do some research on what's available in your local area.
Yeah.
One- No, just talking too much.
Okay.
one thing I failed to mention, you need to take out this policy prior to turning 70 years of age, which is quite good actually. Some policies shut off at 60. If you're 59, you can apply for the policy,
Yeah.
but once you hit 60, forget it. They won't even accept an application from you.
Yes.
But this one, all the way up to 70,
Yes.
they'll accept your application, and they'll keep covering you up until 80.
Yes.
But we were told by the broker that once you're past 80, that if you haven't been making claims, if you're relatively healthy,
Yes.
they may even extend it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, up until 85. So I'm not sure if Tar's planning on me living past 85, so I don't know what's going to happen there. So she may not have to worry about insurance. So the room is 2,000 baht per day.
Yeah.
If I'm in ICU, I'm covered up to 4,000. And I'll leave this information up on the screen for you, so you can have a browse, or you can pause and just view it and read the detail in your own time.
Yeah. So much detail.
Yeah, I haven't included any of the fine print. Just the overall top line detail. But the main things that you need to concern yourself is the total amount that you covered for the policy, and in this case it's 1 million baht,
Yeah.
unless you have a critical illness. And they state here that critical illness is heart attack, cancer, major organ transplantation or bone marrow transplantation, stroke and coronary artery disease. So if you're unfortunate enough to suffer one of those critical illnesses, they'll cover you up to 2 million baht.
Yes.
Yeah, but you'll still be staying in the 2,000 baht a night room, but any other expenses, you'll be covered extra. And they'll cover you up to a maximum of 180 days staying in that room.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so essentially half the year. If you're in the hospital for 6 months, if you're in hospital for
It's
6
not
months,
fun.
if you're in hospital for 6 months, I'm not sure if you're actually going to be coming out. That's a long time to be in hospital. So I'll run through the premiums, what this policy is actually costing me as a 50-year-old for life and for health insurance. So just for the life insurance, it's 5,856 baht per annum. And for the health insurance, it's 19,287 baht per annum. So just for those two, it's a total of 25,143 baht, which I think is pretty good. It's pretty cheap compared to what sort of numbers I saw in my research.
Yeah.
So if you are on a budget, you can get health insurance in Thailand. So a lot of people are scared about health insurance, think, the numbers are astronomical. But if you are smart and you do consider all the options available to you, you can get affordable insurance. So we got the extra bits and pieces. So I'll also mention that I'm covered up to 150,000 for my death, for life insurance. So that'll be the payout, and I'm covered up to 1 million baht for my health insurance, or if it's a critical illness, up to 2 million baht. And I'll run through both the premiums and the coverage for each of the other policies that I have. So the accident insurance, it's 1,800 baht per annum, and total coverage is 300,000. You happy with that? Don't worry. You get, if you know a Thai lady, you have to understand Thailand and Thai culture. The smiles and the laughter don't mean what you think they mean. Yeah. The right and civil commotion policy, 375 baht per annum, and covered up to 300,000. The hospital benefit, so that's the income that I would earn in hospital. The premium is 1,750 baht, and I'm covered up to 1,000 baht per day, up to 365 days. So, and if I'm in ICU as well, so it could be a total of 374,000 baht that I'm covered for. The outpatient insurance, the cost there is 5,440 baht, and I'm covered at this stage, covered up to 1,400 baht, per visit. And permanent disability, the premium is 1,000 baht, and I'm covered up to 500,000 baht.
Yes.
So the total amount that I'm paying for all my insurance policies, 35,508 baht.
Yes.
So
That's okay.
my coverage is pretty extensive, and it's not 50,000-60,000 baht that I'm paying.
It's good. I think it's a good price for he's 50 already, or not 60. 50 already. It's much very expensive when you get older.
Yeah. Obviously, as I get older, the 5-year increments in the brackets, the price will go up. Yeah, but at this stage, I'm quite comfortable.
Yeah.
One thing I need to make mention of this policy, you're only covered in Thailand. It's not an international health insurance coverage. So they do have a section if you're in Thailand but you're 150 kilometres away from home. They'll repatriate you back to your place of residence, so you can go to your local hospital. So you do live up country, and your hospital is cheap, and you've budgeted just to stay in the cheap room, but you're holidaying in Bangkok, and there's only the expensive hospitals there. They will send you back to your area, to your home, and you can go to the hospital, your local hospital.
Yeah.
So the policy will cover you for that, but only within Thailand. When I started researching health insurance, I went to a website called thailandstarterkit.com. It's a very useful website for all things Thailand, really. I'll leave the link in the description. That brought me onto another website called Mr. Pracken, and on there you can do a lot of comparisons between different health insurance providers. You simply enter in your sex, your age, your email address, and what you're actually searching for, whether it's just inpatient or if you want outpatient as well. And then you're provided with a list of all the available options, and they start from the cheapest up to the most expensive. So I just want to show you an example of another policy that's offering coverage up to 1 million baht. The main difference between the policy I have and this one is that this one covers has worldwide coverage, but please bear in mind it does exclude the US. I've tried to do a direct comparison between what's offered in my policy compared to this one. And you'll notice that anything that's highlighted in red, this policy is better than mine. And if it's in green, my policy is better. And if it's black, they're pretty much on par with each other. The LMG policy allows you to stay in a more expensive room, and it doesn't actually cap out, whereas mine caps out at 180 days. But it also puts restrictions on some items that my policy doesn't. We'll move on to compare the outpatient coverage. LMG offers coverage of 1,000 baht per day, whereas Tokio offers 1,400. And Tokio also increases to 1,500 at age 51, and then up again at 61 to 1,600 per day. When we look at emergency assistance, the Tokio policy that I have, it doesn't compare well because it's only restricted to Thailand. However, the personal accident insurance I have is far superior to that of LMG's. They only offer coverage of 150,000 baht, whereas mine is 300,000 baht, so double the amount. In this comparison, both policies have pluses and minuses, so I can't really say that one is better than the other. But the main overriding factor for me is the bottom line, so the price that they actually pay in premiums. Based on price alone, the clear winner is Tokio, being 8,630 baht less expensive. Just as you're watching all the scary big numbers scrolling past in the background, I just want to highlight one fact that I forgot to mention earlier, is that when you do use a broker, you have the added advantage of claiming through the broker. So they do all the follow-up for you, and sometimes they can even do a prepayment for you. So it's like you get an instant refund from the broker, and then they get paid later on from the insurance company. The next website I visited was comparenow.com. So I entered all the relevant information, what I was searching for and what country I was in. Also my age, my sex, and my nationality. And then simply clicked on Get Quotes. And it brings back a list of all the available options. So I want to exclude dental, and I want to exclude maternity. And the cheapest offering that they have was 77,000 baht. So at that point in time, I thought to myself, there's no point going any further. I'm not paying that much. The final website I had a look at was Pacific Prime. And they allow comparisons between quite a number of different insurance providers. So again, clicked on Get Quotes and set about putting all my details in. So how long that I want the policy for, and if I wanted outpatient as well, my age and my sex. But when it came to select the country, it just wouldn't work. There was just no option for me to select which country I wanted the insurance for. I tried to chat to them, but unfortunately, I couldn't get any response on the chat line either. So you remember me telling you that searching for insurance in Thailand can be sometimes a little bit frustrating if you're doing it online. Well, this is a perfect example of that. Yeah, so I didn't spend too much time on this website, but perhaps it'll work better for you. It certainly didn't work at all for me. Well, I think I've spoken for long enough. I'm losing my voice a little bit, so obviously I've been talking too much. Is your mouth hurting from smiling?
Yeah. A little hurt. I don't must talk.
You know, like when you're at a wedding, when you're getting married, and you've got to smile all day for photos. Your face must feel like that.
Really?
I hope that we've covered enough detail for you. If you do have any questions, please leave them in the comments.
Yes. Yes.
We'll try and answer any question that you have, but please bear in mind that neither Ta nor I are experts in insurance.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, so we may struggle with some of your questions, but we'll try our best.
Yeah. We will try.
Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, if you found the information useful, if it was entertaining a little bit, please click like and definitely share with your friends.
Yes.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching. You're so Jai. And don't forget, if you enjoyed the video, click like, and if you loved it, subscribe. Take care.